Here's a replay of Connor Bedard and his Hockey Night in Canada debut in Montreal.
Is that goal regulation size or what? Gee!
I can't help it. I can't help it. Yes, I did meet Shooter McGavin today, ladies and gentlemen. Shooter. And I can't help but use that clip to open this video. I just can't help it. What a night. What a game. The Canadiens win. All right, I'm fired up. This is going to be a one-taker, by the way. However, we got lots of great things to talk about. So thank you for tuning in. It's going to be fun. You know it's going to be fun. That's why you tune in, for those good vibes, those good feelings about your Montreal Canadiens. It's the first home game of the season, you guys. Let me start with this. I went to the last two home openers at the Bell Center. Very fortunate to do so the last two seasons. In 2021, where we had the most abysmal season ever, and the page turn on the Canadiens rebuild that actually began. That home opener, after the 2021 Stanley Cup playoff run, was absolutely outstanding. The energy in the building, it was amazing. It was the first time the Bell Center was allowed to have full capacity since COVID. And my gosh, to be there for that, my first game at the Bell Center somehow in 11 years was outstanding in every way possible. Last year, went to the home opener and got an even better result for the game itself, because really in 2021 it was just about the experience, because the pregame ceremony was great. It was amazing, like I said. But last year, the pregame ceremony, all the player introductions coming out individually, there was more energy. It just takes longer, but the presentation was better, because as you saw, the opening ceremony for this game was kind of underwhelming. I think they were just trying to speed things up. Like, I don't know if you guys picked up on that. They're just trying to get through the player introductions faster, and it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't the same. Didn't have the same vibe to it. So I just want to put that out there. Okay, now let's talk about the game. Connor Bedard, number 1 overall pick for the Chicago Blackhawks. The next one, they call him, right? And the Canadiens were able to do a pretty decent job overall of shutting him down, especially with all the power plays that the Chicago Blackhawks actually got. The Habs penalty kill looked very strong, very good against a not really that dangerous Chicago Blackhawks power play outside of Connor Bedard and a couple of others. So that being said, I thought the Canadiens power play actually looked a lot better, and they didn't get more power play opportunities after the first period. But what I liked is that they were trying to implement what Marty St. Louis was trying to do last year, which was shoot, reload, and basically just keep the power play going, keep the shots coming, not a crazy amount of passes. There's still kind of too many passes. I feel like when Kirby Dach is on the power play, he kind of slows it down a little bit. I think you guys might have noticed that too in the Leafs game in overtime. I kind of found that Kirby slows it down a bit, whereas when Mike Matheson's kind of quarterbacking it, and I know that Kirby's not quarterbacking it, but when Matheson's running things on the point, the puck moves around faster, smoother. Even our Jack guys back there, they're getting more shots off. So I like the way the power play looked. It looked very good. And we're going to talk more in detail about the Leafs game, hopefully on an episode tomorrow with Shaner. But continuing on with this game, we saw Cole Caulfield get roughed up in the first period. Josh Anderson took exception, jumped right in there and backed up his buddy Cole. You like seeing that. You just like seeing that. What we don't like seeing is Kirby Dach already out with a lower body injury. My gosh, that sucks. It's shades of last season when there were so many injuries. However, we don't know the extent of it yet, right? So he's going to be reevaluated tomorrow or today, because you're probably watching this today. It's actually after midnight. So he's going to be reevaluated. Hopefully he gets back as soon as possible, because your buddy Deeksy here will be at the Bell Center in 2 weeks for the Jets game on Saturday, October 28th. So I'm hoping Kirby's back by then. I'm also going to be at the game in Buffalo on the 23rd, that same week before that game. All right, let's continue forward with these Canadiens. So Cole Caulfield, folks, he's up there. That's my buddy Cole. Cole Caulfield gets the first goal of the Canadian season, just like he did in front of us last year, getting the first 2 goals of the season. Only this season, he actually did get the first goal against, no, he didn't. He got the third goal. Yeah, it was actually Jake Evans that got the first goal of this season. But anyway, Cole got the first goal of this game, the first goal of the home opener, and his little, deke to the backhand, and the puck kind of got tipped in, I looked like, by the Chicago defender a little bit. But either way, Cole got the puck behind the goalie, and I just got to say that it was a beautiful goal. It was an opportunity to kind of outshine Bedard, I thought, a little bit, so I love that. But then you go to Tanner Pearson, Tanner Pearson, one of you guys said that Tanner Pearson wasn't going to make the team. That can just be scrapped. Okay. The reason I'm even bringing it up is because, yeah, Tanner Pearson scores a beautiful snipe. And you know what? It was a perfect shot. And it's a guy with NHL experience. You can just see that the guy has played for a decent chunk of time because Tanner Pearson has. And you see the big smile on his face. He was so thrilled. But then you go to Raphael Harvey Bedard, as Habs Fan TV, or HF TV now they're called, likes to call him. And you know, on the penalty kill, Harvey Pinard gets the puck up to Sean Monahan, and Monahan snipes on the shorty. And Monahan had almost a near perfect night in the faceoff dot, by the way. Really needed that with Kirby Dot being out as well. So, you know, the Monahan, Gallagher, Pearson line is working out decently well right now. Gallagher didn't play a lot, though. I mean, that's one thing. I looked at the stats, and Galley didn't play much more than 6-7 minutes. I don't know if it was total, but he did not play a lot in this game. He still doesn't look up to speed. However, I'm not completely disappointed with his play. I don't know if he's playing hurt still or just isn't able to keep up to the game. I'm not going to try to overanalyze it after 2 games, okay? But I will say that the Pearson, Gallagher, Monahan line seems to be working decently well so far. All right, let's talk about Sam Montembeault. Up until the third period, he was perfect in this game. He had himself a great performance to open his season, really, with the Canadiens, because this was his first game, right? So he definitely outshined Jake Allen. But I mean, you were also facing the Toronto Maple Leafs and all the weapons that they have. And Matthews, of course, gets another hat trick tonight against Minnesota. So I don't like the fact that Minnesota is going to be coming into Montreal pissed off on Tuesday, where my family will be at the game, actually. But that being said, you know what? Montembeault played a great game. I got to give him credit, and he kept the Canadiens in it right till the very end. Nick Suzuki and Mike Matheson making the final block shots, which, of course, led to the Canadiens winning the game. But Sam Montembeault was steady in there. He's quick, right? He's quick post to post. He doesn't overread and react. He just makes good plays. And we saw Carey Price on the Jumbotron tonight, by the way, getting some nice love from the fans. Paul Byron making an appearance. And this was a good game. And Chicago did make a comeback. We saw them mount a comeback. They weren't able to complete it. Connor Bedard was limited. He did take a ton of shots, as you saw the Happy Gilmore reference at the beginning. He missed the net a lot. There was a ton of shot attempts from Bedard. Didn't get a ton on net, but he was noticeable out there, as we know, on the power play. Thankfully, we were able to shut down the Blackhawks, including a 5-on-3 early in this game. So the fact that we were able to limit Bedard's chances and bring him down to earth a little bit was very humbling to see, because we all know the player that he's going to be in his career is going to be amazing. He's already got 2 points in his first 2 games, but he did get actually a point tonight. That's true. He did get an assist on the second Chicago goal. So credit to him for that. Whereas Tyler Johnson got both Chicago goals in this game, a Tampa Bay Lightning nemesis. Just a guy that has been very effective against the Montreal Canadiens over the years. Let's just say that. Other things to talk about in this game: Juraj Slafkovsky still playing pretty well. I think. Had some nice looks up there, some nice passes to Josh Anderson and Sean Monahan specifically that I noticed. He had some good plays. Alex Newhook is refreshing to see on the Montreal Canadiens, guys. There's no more dead weight in the lineup right now, right? I mean, we got to get Galley up to speed. We got to get him up to speed. I'm not gonna rain on him. We know he has heart and effort behind everything, right? But you guys can see why Jesse Ylönen is in the lineup over Joel Armia. And it's not like Ylönen stands out much. He really doesn't. He doesn't do a lot of stuff that you notice. He just makes the right plays, I think. And he's got good foot speed. He's a penalty killer now. He can play well shorthanded. He can do his job out there and give us an effort consistently, which we weren't getting from Joel Armia. And he's in Laval, and he's doing pretty decent overall right now, playing with Joshua Waugh a little bit, so good for him. But anyways, guys, this was the first full game reaction I was able to do. I'm going to still make this more entertaining. I know I just kind of did like a one-winded video here with this game, but stay tuned because Shane Gaumont and I of the Sick Podcast, Shane of the Sick Podcast, are going to try to get an episode out to talk about the first 2 games. We're going to talk about the Toronto game and the Chicago game. I'm also working on some other things that I won't tell you about just yet on this channel, but this channel is going to be a variety show this season, and we're going to try to talk about every single game this season. I told you guys. So that being said, that's a wrap here from Deeksy, and we got Minnesota Tuesday night. And I'm looking forward to talking about another game with you guys and seeing where this season takes us. The Canadiens, I really hope Kirby Dach is healthy sooner than later. It's going to suck if he's out and we can't see him play live in the next little bit, because he is fun to watch and he's a force out there. And him, Newhook, and Slavkovsky have just been a treat to watch. And Jared Tenorti, remember him? Putting Kirby Dach into the Chicago bench, which caused the injury. Remember Jared? Another draft pick. The Canadiens did not. Well, he still got his career going, so good for Jared, I guess, but not a fan right now. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the channel, you know which buttons to push to support it. Thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Go Habs, go. We got to win, baby. We got to win. 3 out of 4 points in the first 2 games. Let's keep it going.